I request everyone to go on mute. Hello, Bindu. How are you?
Yeah, sir, I'm fine.
Very good.
Hello.
Hello, Mil.
Hi, Mel.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. How's everybody?
Yeah. Mil, your voice is little bit low. I don't know. Is this for only me or for everyone? Niharika?
It's low for me as well.
Yeah.
Let me see if the volume is better.
No, Mel. It's very low.
I think, yeah, it's still low. And we are unable to see your face also, Mil.
Ah, that's a problem. Maybe it's the connection that's not very good.
Yeah. Hello.
I, can you see me now?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yes,
Okay.
but your voice
Niharika?
is still low. Hopefully, we can manage somehow.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's low, Mil. Somehow it's low.
I can try from the phone and see if this will be better.
Yes. Yes.
I will not be able to use the camera on the phone, unfortunately. So, let me see. The connection issue. It's clear. Okay. I'll just log out and see if I can just.
Sure. Yeah, please do that.
Yep. Your voice is very loud and clear, Niharika. Your voice is super cool. We are able to hear you.
Thank you.
And I think most of people are joining once again. There is internet connectivity problem, I think. And this is live in YouTube also. So people are joining in
Oh,
YouTube. So, yep. People are joining in YouTube also.
Hello.
Yep. This is
now
absolutely
the voice is clear.
yeah, it's too good.
Thank you so much, Mel, for taking time for us. And yeah, we will start the session now. And firstly, I would like to thank Mil and everyone for joining and taking the time for 1 hour for the session, and which is live on YouTube and also in with us, with our students. I would like everyone knows about Clinosol, but I would like to take this opportunity to explain a few good words and few of our achievements in the Clinosol. Clinosol was established in the month of March in the year 2019, and it is certified by Ministry of Corporate Affairs ISO 9001:2015 MSME and trademark. It's a globalizing pertaining students from different countries and from diverse disciplines like B.Pharm, M.Pharm, PharmaD, MBBS, BDS, BPT, and life science graduates. As Clinosol has trained more than 200 graduates and has provided internship around 50 students. Clinosol has around 30 students who are pursuing a master's degree, and 83 students currently CSSF members are around 45. It's providing 7 courses now in clinical research, clinical data management, pharmacovigilance, medical writing, regulatory affairs, clinical SaaS, ETMF, health economics, other resources. Has consistently motivated students for enhancement of the skills, and it has helped to improve the capabilities by helping them to expound on 100 or more blogs and around 100 articles. Clinosol has composed its own quarterly magazine, and around 2 of its publications have been delivered currently. and has assisted students in improving communication skills and leadership qualities by conducting various events, conferences, workshops. And it has more than 15 collaborations and provide with additional skills like aptitude, MS Excel, SQL, and presentation skills. We can say this is a first and foremost clinical research training institute in India, which is providing more than required for students and helping the students in achieving their dream goals. And I would like to give a short introduction about the mill. I cannot say short because it's quite long of its achievements. Uh, so I'll give about a quick sneak peek. Greenberg, currently he stays in Sofia from Bulgaria. He's an experienced, motivated, authentic personality from Bulgaria who has completed molecular biology at Greenberg College from London, and he has completed executive masters of business administration at University of Applied Sciences, Northwestern Switzerland, Basel, which is a very beautiful city. And he started his career as research technician and took over various promising positions in top companies around the world. And he started his high throughput purification scientist at Merck and GLP bioanalyst as GSK and senior associate scientist from Pfizer. Like that, he worked in top companies from Merck to Meeker, Pfizer, Novartis, L. Hoffman La Roche, and Comac Medical, Rosebaum Consulting, and demonstrating true clinical proof of concept is a key value and creation step in the preclinical and clinical development of any novel molecule. Today, he is here to answer our questions in the direction of artificial intelligence and share his thoughts to encourage our students. I'm very thankful for this.
Yeah, thank you for the great introduction. Pleasure speaking with you guys, and by all means, feel free to ask me as many questions as possible, and I believe I will be able to answer them anyway. But still, I might not know everything.
Thank you, Phil. You can answer all the questions. I know that. So we will start the basic question as every student has this in mind. When you say artificial intelligence, we have everything. What is it and what is the programming? So I would like to ask Saranya to hit the first question to Mel.
By any chance, Saranya is there in this call? If Saranya is not there, then Niharika, you can go ahead and ask question on behalf of Saranya.
Okay. I think she's not in the call, unable to join here. Mil, what's the most popular programming language used in artificial intelligence?
Okay, so thank you for the question. I mean, there are several languages that can be used, and I certified this with my colleagues from AI4D, because I just want to make it clear that I'm not a programmer, so I don't code, so therefore I do other activities. So several of the most popular programming languages are Python, Scala, Java, C++, and R for machine learning. Now, there are different ways to use all of those languages within artificial intelligence, and I will explain a little bit more, because artificial intelligence by all means does not carry a great meaning within itself, but we are more focusing our efforts within NLP and machine learning. So for machine learning, any of those languages can be used, as I mentioned. However, we should look at any of those languages as providers for certain solutions, and usually Python and R for machine learning are used for interim modeling, and any of the solutions modeling can be provided in any of those languages, but there is an additional cloud or software called Spark that is working like a medium for visualization of any of those languages. This allows the flexibility, let's say, for certain coders, if they use different languages and they provide solutions on those different languages, those languages to be combined. Hopefully that's clear.
Yes, those are many programming languages which needs to learn. Yeah. Thank you so much.
There are intermediate solutions that provides combination between all of those languages. For example, I mean, one of the artificial intelligence platform that we're developing, it's actually is combining Python and R for machine learning, but it gets the final visualization via Spark. So one guy is coding in Python, the other one is actually using Scala. We are combining those two together, and we're coming out with a visualization model at the end of it. So yeah.
Oh,
So Mil, so it means that we can come up with the other programming language also. Today it may be a Java or R or Python. Tomorrow we can come up with the other programming language also, which can be used for artificial intelligence, right?
Correct, yes. So any of the existing ones can be used, they can be combined when it comes down to artificial intelligence. So this is part of the combination of visualization model, and that's that. Yeah.
Okay. And Mil, somehow I'm not able to see your face one more time, I think.
I'm on the phone.
because he has logged into phone, which
Oh,
yeah.
oh.
So you will
Oh.
be able to be able to see my nose here and not my face. So I do apologize about this, but it seems that the internet connection is not very good today. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so is this provide some input with regards to the first question, and we can move to the next question?
Yes, that have very good information which requires. Yeah, I'll. Next question will be asked by Mehnaz.
Hello, this is Mehnaz from Family Fifth Year. I have a question regarding how do you differentiate between machine learning and artificial intelligence?
Okay, thank you. So artificial intelligence, don't differentiate. Artificial intelligence, it's a terminology that it's very vague. And I will explain a little bit later on, but we should actually focus our efforts on understanding machine learning and NLP modeling, and come at the end to artificial intelligence. I mean, do you actually know what artificial intelligence stands for, any of you? Or like majority of us, you're trying to figure out what is artificial intelligence?
True, we are still trying to find out what is this artificial intelligence. I've learned a little bit regarding the sciences, neuroscience, computer science, and all the sciences matching together.
That's exactly what it is. So artificial intelligence is anything that is not related to Excel. Anything that is outside of the Excel standard spreadsheets and sites of operations can be considered artificial intelligence, but it's based on several different steps and processes. So you start with machine learning. So machine learning is the standard way that we actually approach any particular problem, trying to find a solution to that particular problem, and this is related to anything like a biostatistician, so data manager, so any of those coders guys, bioinformaticians who are performing this type of activities. Once there is a problem, they are given the problem and they start to find the code that is related to this particular problem. Afterwards, we move into the NLP, which is the neurological part of the solution.
मीटिंग में हो फिर बात कर.
Hello?
Yeah, I request everyone to be on mute, please. The session is very interesting. Please be on mute.
Mil, I think you are also on mute. Could you please unmute and then talk? Or let me find if I can. Yeah.
I hope you can hear me now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
It was interesting, but somehow someone was unmuted. So we can continue, Mill. So anything which is outside of Excel is something which is artificial intelligence, right?
It can be considered as artificial intelligence, but you have to go through the process of what I explained earlier of machine learning. This is where we rely on biostatisticians, data managers, and coders. Usually, most of them actually have a computing and IT background, so they do not understand the science, but they look at it once they develop the code, they start looking at it from a neurological perspective, and this is where the NLP comes into play the role. NLP, it's more or less focused within, okay, we designed the code, we provided the solution, now how this will be engineered or re-engineered via human brain perspective. And this is where usually the science people come in, and they provide the most important and definitive input with regards to neurological prospects of any of the solution findings when it comes down to NLP modeling and simulations. And artificial intelligence by itself should be considered as a final point where anything outside of Excel and anything that went through the process of machine learning, coding, and handling with the final end product of the human intelligence input can be considered artificial intelligence. Does this make sense?
Yes, perfectly.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
And next question will, sorry?
Yep.
Yeah. Next question will be asked by Rafi.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am, for the chance. And good afternoon, Mil sir and Mujib sir, and my fellow students here. So my question is on Mil sir. Do you really think that artificial intelligence and machine learning tools are being leveraged across the clinical development landscape, delivering time and cost savings while reducing risk? Is it really worthful that these are providing us a reduction?
No. The answer is no. There is a great deal of talk about machine learning and artificial intelligence, but to be honest with you, within the industry itself, there is only a couple of players, so there is a couple of companies that are seriously looking into it, and there are very few things that are coming out specifically for clinical research. I mean, one of the things that we are doing with Mikara 21 or Mikara Innovation is the fact that we are developing an artificial intelligence platform for the preclinical activities and handling the data management and biostatistics part of the preclinical activities via machine learning and NLP modeling and simulations. But to be more precise, clinical development landscape, right now there is only 2 or 3 potential organizations that are looking into it or just making something actively within this environment. One company is called Vinetti. They're California based and they're coupled with very interesting organizations. One of them include my old organization Novartis, but they're also coupling with some cancer research institute and centers, and they're doing this. With regards to cell and gene therapies, it's their specialty, but also they have developed quite a nice platform that gives you a leverage to really follow the entire clinical development process, because now we're in a situation of COVID-19 and there is a lot of need for digitalization, as we find out. And basically not that much has been done apart from talk in the last 2 or 3 years. And now we are forced into the situation where we need to rethink the way that clinical trials and clinical activities are done. And I believe Vinetti is one of the companies that is doing this, and they coupled with a couple of very interesting organizations. With regards to data management and biostatistics, there is one company that is leading the way, and this company is called Cytel. The founders, 2 Indian guys, 30 years ago, they founded it in New York. They developed a fantastic software tool that is used for the interim data management and handling of results. There is 4 other players that provide such an activities for data management and biostatistics. They're not so popular in comparison to Sitel. Sitels are still the leader, and that's why they're very successful, but their software is really good. Now, this is for data management and biostatistics. For supply chain management and global distribution, there is nothing developed when it comes down to ML and machine learning. I think this is potential area of development for the next 2 or 3 years that things will excel. Preclinical, it's non-existent. It doesn't, there is almost nothing there. Quite a few pharma companies are now trying to find solutions when it comes down to handling the high throughput and libraries of medicinal compounds or generation of medicinal compounds for future research, preclinical and clinical. This is a very wide open area again, where a lot of companies are looking into streamlining all the data that they actually have under their belt, but they do not know how. And in general, I believe handling of data for the future, this is where artificial intelligence will help. But we have to start from somewhere, and the machine learning is definitely the first step of the process. But right now, everybody is talking about it, but there is not much publication coming out, and I don't see any progress in, at least in the last year or year and a half, that I have been actively following through to make any major advancements in this sort of direction. Is this provides a plausible answer? Hello?
Yes, for sure.
Yes, sir, that was
Yes,
nice.
yes.
Thank you, sir.
And
So-
next question, will be asked by Padma.
Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Padma. I'm a fifth-year student studying pharmacy. We'll try get into the question. Sir, the question for you is, can artificial intelligence ever overpower human brains? Or it just mimics humans based on the comments we feed to it? Can it ever overpower human brain? This is my question, sir.
That's a very interesting question. So I think for now, I don't see this happening. However, robots are making advances, but again, we are actually building our robots and some of our technology based on human brain. If they're going to become like as active as our human brains, which is a wonderful machine, I'm not really sure. For now, no. But maybe in 20 years' time, if you have these questions, then maybe they will be clever and better than us. So who knows?
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
The next question will be asked by Shifa.
Niharika, Shifa, do we have, or we can ask this question on her behalf? Yeah, we can go ahead, Niharika.
Oh, okay, sir. Yeah. So I'm asking the question on behalf of a student, Mel. Being a life sciences or pharmacy student, students have never learned any programming till now during our academics. Or so, how easy artificial intelligence is to learn, keeping a non-computer background students in mind?
So, I mean, I don't code. So, basically, I mean, I send you the presentation for the artificial intelligence. So, we are a team of subject matter experts who is a strong person in any one point of their interest and what they do for a living on a day-to-day basis. I don't expect Put it this way, if you're a life scientist and you learn how to code, you will never be out of work. And you will make substantial amount of money. So it's always good to actually know how to code. However, this is not for everybody, and I'm one of those guys who will never learn how to code because it's definitely not something that I feel very strong about it, and I will definitely be strong about it. So using artificial intelligence from my point of view and perspective can be applied to any area of life that you will want to improve. I mean, if you're a pharmacy student, then if you move into, I would say, large pharma organizations or any other organizations, if you are a medicinal chemist or, I don't know, if you're any preclinical development guy trying to optimize processes, then you will go to your colleagues and you will provide the idea and see if they can come up with a solution. With regards to life sciences, I mean, yes, you can apply quite a lot of machine learning, but still this is based on human intelligence, medicinal chemistry, and other parts of the entire life science research and development process is based on over 150 years of know-how, human know-how. So I don't want to emphasize and put too much, how should I say, too much authority when it comes down to artificial intelligence, because we will still be there, we will still be mixing drugs or trying to generate APIs and then trying to cure diseases. And yes, computers will be able to help us out. Yes, cloud system will definitely help us out to progress in certain ways. But yeah, so my suggestion is if you want to learn how to code, please by all means go ahead and do it. But it's not necessarily that you have to be a coder to excel within the life science industry and pharmacy industry. I mean, if you excel in what you know and spread your knowledge and know-how across certain areas of either preclinical or in silico or clinical development, then you will do well as well. So
Yeah, that's little relief and also little motivation also for the students to learn further.
yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much. And the next question will be asked by Bindu.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Bindu. I'm a BPharm graduate. My question for you is that the fact we know that artificial intelligence can reduce time, cost, and effort, but is this technology affordable to a small scale industry or a startup company?
Well, I mean, if you're a small-scale industry, then you will definitely look for partnership. If you're a startup company such as Mikar, you will find a way to find finance or use all the resources that you have available at cut cost in order to provide artificial intelligence solutions. I'm not going to put much emphasis on AI because everybody's talking about reduction of time, cost, and efforts. That's most likely will be true. Our preclinical software with the interlocking phases for the different parts of the preclinical portfolio, if that means anything to you, definitely reduces the cost. However, we tested the model and we're trying to actually sell it to big pharma companies and we did not have success. Now, this is definitely true for Cytel on the clinical part and 4 other organizations who are providing machine learning solutions, so algorithm-based solutions. These are not AI solutions, where you investigate the interim data and you make 80 to 90% exact predictions on your next group and treatment and handling of data. So everybody claims that they will reduce time, cost, and efforts. We do not see much of proof of that yet. For startup companies, it's very difficult to access funds and be very successful and rely on this sort of technology from the early stage of the company. Small scale industry player, I would say that they will be definitely be capable of accessing this type of technology if they partner with someone who can provide funds. Yeah. Does this answer your question?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes. Next question will be asked by Ashwini.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. And my question is, I represent a country that has the world's second largest population, and where unemployment is one of the major issues. So, how quick do you think, sir, India, like developing countries, can adopt such technology?
Well, very quickly. I mean, you have quite a few IT companies that are doing really well on a global scale, like HCL and a few other Indian companies who are major players when it comes down to the IT space. So I don't think it's for everybody, and we all have problems, but this type of technology can be applied to anything. Banking, transport, energy, bioeconomy, cleaning the air, reducing pollution, reducing pollution of the water. This is not just towards life science, and I believe like this type of IT technologies will infiltrate our life, and by 2030, 2035, we will actually see the spread of digitalization and being an integral part of our daily life. So I don't think like the unemployment issues and the largest population in India will actually cause so much of a problem. I mean, we're in different parts of the world, but we are talking to each other. So yeah, so this type of technologies will definitely be within our lives, and they will be adopted.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for answering my question.
Thank you.
Yes. Next question will be asked by Amjad.
Hello, sir. This is
Yeah, hi.
Amjad. I've completed my M Pharmacy in pharmacology. So my question to you is, if I want to move to Bulgaria for either a job or further education, what would you suggest the best option for me would be?
What would you like to do? Would you like to explore master opportunities, or you really want to, I don't know, like, continue with the medical degree, or what is your intention?
I've already completed my master's in M Pharmacy in pharmacology, sir. So I would usually prefer a job, sir. But what would be the
Well,
best option for me, sir?
so the job market within M Pharmacy, it's reduced. There is hardly any R&D development here, especially in Bulgaria. So majority it's actually geared up toward manufacturing of IPM products and pharmacists working in a pharmacy. Due to the cultural issues, and the language barriers, this is not a very good move. You will be much better off going to Australia, New Zealand, or UK, or any parts of Europe that speaks actually like Holland, for example, or Netherlands. They speak fantastic English, or the Nordic countries. Bulgaria, it's not so easy, specifically from the language perspective, and hardly any R&D activities, so mainly manufacturing. So you can be employed either as a company representative speaking English, and potentially there are some openings, but the economy is very low. I mean, it's like 5-6 million people population, so it's not an ideal for from the educational perspective. I'd say it's a fantastic opportunity, but like anything else, no. Not so easy.
So you
Sorry.
would suggest to come for studies if required, or else for the job, any other European countries, right?
Yes, for the job, definitely. Outside of the Balkan regions. I mean, most likely looking into Spain, Portugal, Italy, Nordic countries, anything within Denmark, Sweden, Finland, etc. And of course, the UK market, UK and German markets, they're very vibrant. So they're always looking for fresh graduate and young guys without much of experience. If you don't have, I would say, if you don't have any high expectations with regards to the salary, and you're not married yet and really want to experience life in Europe, then definitely this is the place.
Oh, that's very interesting, Neil. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next question will be asked by Aboli.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Aboli and have done my graduation in dentistry. My question to you is, what are your suggestions to a job seeker in MyCar's innovations?
Well, right now we're actually not offering any positions in the company because we're a young biotech and startup, and everybody else does an additional job on our sites, and we don't have even an office. We have a lab space, and we rent a lab space and an additional office at a low cost, and that's it. We're a virtual company. So we're a subject matter expert that comes together around the ideas. We have an amazing science that keeps us together. And yeah, we're like no more than 10 people right now. I wish we were more.
I think, Mil, I also wish that your organization grow with in terms of number of people, and you can provide more opportunities to fresh minds and fresh graduates.
I mean, now you have the time to be bold and to explore opportunities. So it's always very exciting to be part of a startup company. And I already, because I see this limited working opportunities within Bulgaria, I started one company as Rosenbaum Consulting, and I'm part of Mikari Innovation. So I am part of those organizations because I believe in both companies what we do, it's absolutely amazing. But I can tell you, it's not like a regular job. It's not like you go and work from 9 to 5 and then you get paid every month. It's not a secure job. You invest a lot of your time for free. You invest your own capital into it as well. And sometimes you work from, 7 in the morning until 10, 11 o'clock in the evening, hoping for the best, and can be very tiring. So that's the risk that you have to take if you move into startup organization, and yeah.
I think, as you have rightly said, the startup companies will never have the stipulated time or stipulated work, what you have to do, and you may do any kind of work, and it gives a lot of challenges, and we can learn so many things in startup organizations, if I'm not wrong.
Exactly. I mean, you get to do a lot of things because you're not considered subject matter expert in only one area of what you do, and do that every day. And do it, 50 to 52 weeks per year. If you're lucky to stay on the job, if you're out of job, then you're looking for the next, and so on. So, like startup provides you exactly this type of opportunity to think outside of the box and to be flexible with your working time. And and if you're lucky, then you become a unicorn company, and then you hit the $1 million mark plus, and then you can comfortably retire or do something else. That's pretty much most startups. This is what they do. It's not like you go into an organization and report to HR on an annual basis, and they make your performance, and you know that you have to do your work every day, etc., etc.
Yes, thanks. Next question will be asked by Sarojini.
Hello, sir. I'm Sarojini Nair. I'm an dentist apprentice. Sir, my question to you is this machine learning, neural networks, and artificial intelligence all one and the same?
I believe that artificial intelligence actually combines all of those. And I tried to make it clear, but maybe I didn't. So if we apply machine learning and NLP and we combine it with artificial intelligence, then we are there.
Okay, sir.
Quick and easy answer. Thank you.
No, I mean, this is the beauty of artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
Take
Yeah, and one thing which I have learned, Mil, very crisp answers from you. So short and crisp answers, which can be easily understandable for everyone. The way you are answering the questions, I have to learn how we have to handle this kind of questions, Mil.
Okay, thank you. But I want everybody today to really sort of like get this message across, because next time when someone talks to you about artificial intelligence, ask them what artificial intelligence means to them, and quietly observe their answer, because I'm sure you will probably have, I don't know, 10 different opinions, 20, 100,000. It doesn't matter. What is most important is like, we start from machine learning, we move to deep learning, then we ended up with the neural networks or NLP, and the combination of any of those, or the fusion between any of those different activities, can be considered artificial intelligence. But not artificial intelligence per se, or more like an artificial intelligence solution. And this is how I think now, since February this year, because prior to February, I'm meeting a couple of very exciting guys that we are collaborating together. One of them has a PhD in biostatistics from Yale. The other one has a PhD from University of Edinburgh in the UK. The other one has a PhD from data management in Yale or Duke, something like this, Duke. I think it was Duke. So we had these discussions many times, and we really developed this potential algorithm that is already tested and it's working for the preclinical activities of any of drug development before you're together. And of course, they specialize in different activities, and I have expertise in the preclinical part of development of the drug. So we're working and we're bouncing over ideas of each other, which I personally believe is the best way. Once you have the team of several people just sharing ideas and then making the codes, finding the real world data, trying to actually find the solutions. And this is where the machine learning is combined with deep learning and then modified via the neural network, and then potentially you're coming out with artificial intelligence model. So at least this is how we work. Yeah.
I think with this call, with this session, everyone in Clinosol understands what is artificial intelligence and how it was evolved, and how is machine learning evolved, and deep learning, and also neural networks, how all these are connected together.
Good,
Yeah.
good.
Next question will be asked by K. Jose.
Hello, sir. My name is Carolyn Jose. I have completed my graduation in dentistry. My question to you is, can artificial intelligence help in predicting the exact outcome of any drug before it is being tested in humans? So can artificial intelligence play a major role in it?
Yes, definitely. I personally believe so, because and that's why I'm part of MICAR because I strongly believe in what we do and how we do it. We definitely relied on optimization of certain processes and certain activities, and the platform that we use for in silico modeling and simulation is fully optimized. And our Chief Scientific Officer, Dr. Fratev, is very good at that. His collaborative colleagues, they work in the University of Texas and University of Duke University, I believe. And together with their joint efforts, we have a fully optimized platform for in silico modeling and simulation, which have 70% capabilities of exact prediction of small molecules, and this is one of the reasons why MICAR have 17, 18 novel molecules, first in class, best in class, in 7 therapeutic areas. We have worked on several models and several receptors that are definitely first in class, and some of our compounds are so advanced and they can cure like quite a few diseases. That is very reassuring, but we're looking for substantial funds to develop our molecules. So therefore, this is where we are. So I definitely believe artificial intelligence will help in few things. Not just in silico modeling and simulations, where in the last 20 years there is great advantages, but also in the way that pharma companies, I would say mid to large size companies, look at their activities and their entire portfolios of activities. There is a lot of advances when it comes down to artificial intelligence progress from the clinical part of the portfolio, because this is the most standardized portfolio within any pharma organization and within any organization developing new drugs and entities. Clinical development also plays a very important part for the CDMO organizations that have quite a few global representatives within India. Those guys produce an API material, they produce genetic drugs. For them, they're very standardized processes, so artificial intelligence will definitely be a major player in the way that they streamline their activities and be successful in the future. The big gap right now is the preclinical activities and handling certain data management and biostatistics activities. Because, why am I saying this? Especially for data management and biostatistics, the coders or the IT guys do not have a great understanding of what they do. When it, giving you an example with Novartis, when it comes down to oncology, immuno-oncology, if you give them a clinical protocol, they will not be able to read the clinical protocol. After about 10 minutes of reading the clinical protocol, they throw it across the table and they say, I don't understand this. And rightly so. When they start writing their codes, we looked at their codes and saying, okay, this does not mean anything to me. So I believe that the artificial intelligence in the future will be definitely be used to fill those gaps, where one expert will feed from the other expert, and they potentially will be able to talk to a language to each other that they understand both. And this is part of the collaboration, this is part of the teamwork from my perspective, where really it's important to, let's say, you mentioned that you're a pharmacist, right? Or medical dentist?
Yes, sir. I've completed my graduation in dentistry.
So you, on a daily basis as a dentist, what do you do? You treat patients and you make compounds and you make fillings.
Sir. Yes, sir. Fillings and silver amalgam, all restorations, composite restorations, and all of them. GIC and everything.
Do you have a biochemistry background, chemistry or biochemistry? You just went to school and studied it for 1 or 2 years, and then you forget about it. You just do know how to mix, I don't know, like solutions, and then put it into the tooth of your patients. Is this assumption or not? I mean, how good of a biochemist you are, let's say. So if you're not a good biochemist, then if you have like subject matter expert, and then you organize an ecosystem within some artificial intelligence. You may go and actually ask them, well, which compound should I use? Which solution should I use? Why do I use this material in comparison to the other material? So I believe, like in the future, artificial intelligence will definitely, or this type of platforms will provide you with a greater knowledge when it comes down to, if you ask this question, then you will most likely will come up with a very good answer. You will not just use a one supplier knowing that their drugs are very good, or like the materials that they provide to you are very good. You will definitely be able to ask the questions. If you organize an ecosystem of other dentists and they start asking those questions, then you have an artificial intelligence platform in creation where you will store all the know-how, all the data, and all the information will be there for you to review and re-review at some point or another where you have this question again. Or if you ask yourself, why am I using this material instead of using the other material? Maybe there will be cheaper solutions, provisions. Maybe, I don't know, there will be biological products that will be there that you can explore to, I don't know, to make the same progress or similar progress. So, yeah. So, collaboration and I would say ideas feeding off each other from different subject matter expertise, artificial intelligence can definitely help.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
And the last question for today's session, asked from one of our students. Actually, she cannot able to join, so I would be taking this honor to ask on behalf of her. So we have understood the advantages of it, but being a student, my question is this technology going to cut down the human workforce maybe in next 10 years or next 20 years once this artificial intelligence has evolved?
Yes, definitely going to cut down the human requirement of input, but we will not be able to cut down the human brains. So, I mean, there will be need of less workforce when it comes down to, okay, I'll give you one example, and I already shared with you the presentation for organization of medicinal chemistry library. So one pharma company that we are partnering with, or we hope to partner with in the next couple of weeks, are looking for a way to streamline their medicinal chemistry portfolio or organization of medicinal chemistry library. And please ask me questions if you don't understand what medicinal chemistry library is and how the preclinical portfolio is structured, because I'm talking here of someone who knows what he's talking about, but if you don't know, please feel free to ask me questions, not a problem. Sure. Do you know what preclinical library stands for and how high purification and screening of compounds is designed?
Because I am not aware of that.
Yeah, okay, so I take the silence as a no. So one pharma company, and I will explain very briefly, and then I move to the artificial intelligence organization platform, etc., or machine learning and NLP modeling and simulations at that point. So big pharma companies sit on a large compound, data of compounds that needs to be developed and moved through their preclinical and clinical portfolio. Depending on the senior management activities, which disease that they want to pursue and follow and successfully make it to the market, they start the initial process of screening of medicinal compounds that they believe will be able to cure, for example, cancer. But you start with a main core of compound that you can attach an additional so many molecules that at the end you may end up with 1 million molecules. But if you ended up with 1 million molecules. By the time you analyze all of those 1 million molecules, synthesize any of them, put them into your in vitro and in vivo testing, and via animal models and via humans, a lifetime will never be sufficient. And of course, you have to look at the time and the cost associated with developing such compounds. So you have to choose out of those 1 million, no more than 100. This is where in silico modeling and simulation and computer prediction simulations help a great deal. There is a big deal of advantages. Here you can optimize your compounds, but once you optimize your compounds, you will still end up with 100. How do you choose out of those 100? And of course, you already have a lot of data that is sitting there and you don't know how to handle it. Machine learning, and NLP modeling can definitely help. Why it can help? Because you start with your main compounds, you design the code to look for specific patterns within the molecules, and they can be different. They can be reduction of the molecular weight, they can be solubility, they can be stability, they can be temperature, can be an addition of reactive molecules, etc., etc. If you apply machine learning and coding in Scala or Python or R, you will be able to sift through out of those 100 compounds, fully optimize them based on the prediction that you want to achieve, or the end predictions that are your objectives. And out of those 100, you will most likely choose around 20. If you rework on this particular model once again, most likely you will come up with 10. And there is 4 different stages where you can actually go through this information. And once you come up with your 10 compounds, potential 10 compounds, at that point, if you have the resources and the manpower, financial resource and the manpower, maybe you will synthesize those 10 compounds. And then you move to the next stage of the process, which is the preclinical method development and validation. You put them into your animal model, and believe me, out of those 10, most likely 3 to 5 maximum will be a very good candidate. Out of these 3, you will choose only one that you will move into the clinical once you do your safety and efficacy testing, etc., and development of compound. And if everything goes well after phase 1 and phase 2A, most likely you will come up with a composter. And within every different area of this process that I just described, starting from one point, organizing your data, making sure that everything will lead you to success at the end, you can apply machine learning, deep learning, NLP, and code it as an artificial intelligence model that is very good, and it will work for a company. Your next blockbuster will sell millions of drugs, will cure diseases in patients, and it will generate billions of US dollars, even billions. Is this make sense?
A lot. Lot
Yes.
of information which I've learned. Than Google, I think.
Yes.
So these are all our questions, Mel, so far, and we would like you to switch on, maybe log in from your system for a quick 2 minutes of time, so that our students will see who is behind these words, who has spoken all these words till now, so that they can have a picture at least. Yeah.
Well, it's not going to be very pretty because
I know it is little difficult to switch on, but that would be very nice.
Okay.
Yeah, if you can log in from laptop, because people wanted to take a snap with you, Mel.
Okay.
And I request all the students to switch on your videos to take a snap. Though it is a virtual session, it was very worthwhile session, a lot of discussion, lot of words, lot of learning. So I request all the students also to switch on your cameras, and once Mel is on, then we can go for a snap. Anyone can take snaps, screenshots, whatever you want. Niharika, let us know once Mel is in
Sure.
camera.
Okay, I was on mute. So, hi everybody again.
Yes, now we can see Mil.
Good.
I request all the students to unmute and take the snap. I request everyone to switch on your cameras and take a snap.
Mil, have you switched off your camera? Because I cannot see you. Or you are on mute.
No, I'm not able to see Mil.
Yes.
Are you able to see?
No, not yet.
Mil is there. Earlier I was. Oh, Mil is reading. Guys, I request everyone to put on mute, please. Put on mute and take the photos. Put on mute and take the photos. Yeah, let me know, Niharika, once Mil is on.
Visible, yes.
I think we lost Mil.
No. Where we are able to see and
Sir, we are able to see, sir.
Okay.
Okay. Then please click your pictures, whoever able to see.
Yeah. Niharika, if pictures are done, then we'll end up the sessions with a thanks note.
Yes, sir.
So, are we seeing each other? We hear each other?
Yes. I can see now.
We can see Mel.
Good.
We can see. So, Mel, what time? I think it's 11 o'clock in Bulgaria, if I'm not wrong. 12 o'clock?
1.
1 o'clock.
Oh, sorry, 12.
Okay. So, what's a climatic condition, Mel?
It's coming towards the winter, so soon will be snow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Germany, Hamburg as well.
Oh,
it's really cold here now.
Yeah. Part of Europe, right? That's life.
Niharika, let's
Yes.
close this, ma.
Yeah. So this is a very good opportunity for everyone to learn. Finally, a few words for everyone who has came together and given us the beautiful time, even Mill and everyone. I must mention our deep sense of appreciation to Mill Greenberg for his explanation for our questions and for his extended support for all of us at Linosol. I also extend my thank you to Mr. Mujib sir and Ms. Priya ma'am and our beloved students for their enormous cooperation in the organization for this event. An event like this cannot happen overnight, but you guys made it happen in a week. Thank you. A big thank you to everyone.
Thank you, Mil. Any suggestions or anything, Mil, you wanted to give before we close down this session to the young people, young guys who are listening to you? Any suggestions?
Keep on believing. If you're in the pharma industry, it's a roller coaster of a ride, and you will never be. You might be out of work quite often, but like if you believe in what you do, then definitely it's worth it. So.
Short and
yeah, sorry. Go on.
Short and sweet message.
Yeah. I don't like to talk. I only talk when I have to work. That's it.
One of the best discussion, Mil, in my lifetime. One of the best discussion I have learned within an hour, many things. and it's always learning every time. Life does not stop, and we have to start learning at every age and every situations. So, but I have learned so many things, man, today.
Yeah. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to present you the exciting things about, I don't know, machine learning, deep learning, whatever. So, yeah, it's an exciting, and yeah, things will happen. So, yeah.
Niharika, we are done. Any last
Yes,
message you want
sir.
to give?
Just last a heads up. Would you like to have one more session maybe in 3 months or 4 months when you have some time for our students? So we will come up with the new questions, not the
Yeah.
repeated ones, I promise.
Niharika, I have a suggestion here. Better than a quick Q&A, I request Will to come up with a presentation or a topic so that students learn from him. You know, of
Sure.
his experiences or his knowledge.
Okay.
Sure. Next time the session will be little different, Mil. So how would you suggest we will plan accordingly in maybe in 3 to 4 months?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. This will be a pleasure. Yeah.
Yeah. The students will also get motivated for next new questions or next new challenges.
Okay, we'll do it this way then. We're reversed. This time I
Yes.
will present something and you ask me questions afterwards. So.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, that's good. I think that's
So
really good.
guys, next time it's challenge on you. So take care.
No pressure. No pressure.
Hmm.
Good. Okay,
So
well, thank you,
yeah.
guys. Have a
So
nice
much.
day.
Thank you,
Everyone.
Mel. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Niharika, for taking this up. Thank you, Mel, for giving the time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks everyone. Bye bye.
Bye.
Again.